The world of luxury fashion has always been driven by exclusivity, craftsmanship, and prestige. But in today's rapidly evolving market, even the most iconic luxury brands can fall from grace. Today, I'm revealing 15 luxury clothing brands that have lost their luster and are no longer the status symbols they once were. Remember when owning these labels meant something? Well, times have drastically changed. First up, Gucci. Once the epitome of Italian luxury, Gucci has suffered from overexposure and logo fatigue. The brand's excessive visibility on social media, counterfeits flooding the market, and Alessandro Michele's departure in 2022 led to a 14% revenue decline in 2023. Their signature GG monogram, once coveted, is now viewed by luxury connoisseurs as too accessible and flashy. The younger generation of high-end shoppers is gravitating toward more understated luxury brands like Bottega Veneta and The Row. Michael Kors has experienced one of the most dramatic falls from luxury status. Their aggressive expansion into outlet stores and mid-tier department stores decimated their exclusivity. The brand that once competed with luxury houses now sits alongside mass-market labels. Their handbags, previously priced at $300 to $500, can now be found for under $150 at outlet malls across America. Industry analysts report a 23% decrease in brand perception value among affluent consumers since 2020. Burberry's iconic check pattern has become a victim of its own success. The British heritage brand struggled with counterfeiting and association with chav culture in the UK, diluting its prestige. Despite creative director Daniel Lee's attempts to revitalize the brand, Burberry reported a 5% sales decline in 2024, with Chinese luxury consumers, once their biggest market, shifting to French and Italian luxury houses. Their attempt to move upmarket has left them in a no-man's land, too expensive for middle-class consumers but not exclusive enough for the ultra-wealthy. Coach, once America's premier luxury leather goods brand, has suffered from brand dilution through outlet proliferation. Their market strategy of making their products more accessible has backfired, with the brand losing 37% of its high-net-worth customers since 2018. Despite quality craftsmanship, Coach is now perceived as a starter luxury brand that affluent consumers graduate from, not aspire to. Ralph Lauren, the epitome of American luxury, has struggled to maintain relevance with younger audiences. Their preppy, country club aesthetic feels outdated in today's fashion landscape. With 45% of their revenue still coming from department stores, a dying retail channel, the brand faces an uncertain future. Their average customer age has crept up to 52, indicating failure to capture the next generation of luxury consumers. Once the king of teen luxury, Abercrombie Fitch has completely fallen from its pedestal. Their dimly lit stores with shirtless models and overwhelming cologne are a relic of the 2000s. After numerous controversies including discriminatory hiring practices and their ex-CEO's inappropriate comments, the brand attempted a rebrand in 2017. However, for luxury shoppers, the damage was irreparable. Their luxury positioning has evaporated, with 72% of consumers now categorizing them as a mall brand, not a luxury label. Calvin Klein has suffered from an identity crisis since designer Raf Simons' departure in 2018. Once revolutionizing the fashion industry with minimalist designs and provocative campaigns, Calvin Klein has become mostly a fragrance and underwear brand. Their ready-to-wear collections no longer generate buzz on Fashion Week runways, and their parent company PVH reported a 15% decline in Calvin Klein's premium collections in 2024. Dolce & Gabbana's series of controversial missteps have alienated luxury consumers, particularly in Asia. Their disastrous 2018 campaign in China, perceived as culturally insensitive, resulted in an estimated $500 million in lost revenue. While they have attempted to rehabilitate their image, industry insiders note that wealthy Chinese consumers, who drive 35% of global luxury sales, continue to boycott the brand, with sales in the region down 68% from pre-controversy levels. Prada, despite its storied heritage, has struggled to maintain its uniqueness in a crowded luxury market. The brand's minimalist aesthetic has been widely copied by fast fashion retailers, diluting its distinctive appeal. While their nylon re-edition bags briefly captured attention, Prada's overall market share has declined by 8% since 2022, with consumers citing lack of innovation and poor value proposition in luxury market surveys. True Religion, once commanding $300 or more for a pair of jeans in the early 2000s, filed for bankruptcy twice and has never recaptured its luxury status. Their distinctive horseshoe pocket design and thick stitching now feel dated rather than distinctive. Market data shows that 83% of luxury consumers no longer consider True Religion a luxury brand, with their average price point falling 65% since their peak. Fendi, despite being part of the powerful LVMH conglomerate, has been overshadowed by sister brands like Louis Vuitton and Dior. Their iconic baguette bag had a brief revival thanks to a Carrie Bradshaw moment in the Sex and the City reboot. But the brand has struggled to create new iconic products. Industry analysts note that Fendi captures only 4% of first-time luxury buyers compared to 23% for Louis Vuitton, indicating declining aspiration value. Versace has faced identity issues since being acquired by Michael Kors' parent company Capri Holdings in 2018. The brand's Mediterranean-inspired glamour feels increasingly disconnected from modern luxury aesthetics that favor subtlety. Their attempt to maintain Donatella Versace's flamboyant vision while pursuing commercial growth has resulted in a confused brand message, with sales growing only 2% in 2024 compared to 18% for competitors in the same luxury segment. Diesel, once pioneering premium denim, has been unable to maintain its position as casual luxury. Despite creative director Glenn Martin's bringing renewed attention through viral runway moments, the brand's commercial collections fail to justify luxury price points. Consumer perception studies reveal that only 12% of luxury shoppers now classify Diesel as a luxury brand, down from 48% in 2010. DKNY has completely lost its brand distinctiveness after founder Donna Karan's departure. Once representing sophisticated urban luxury, DKNY has been reduced to a mid-market label found in outlet stores. Their parent company G3 Apparel Group reported that DKNY's performance lags behind their other brands, with market analysts estimating a 40% decline in brand value since 2015. Finally, Tommy Hilfiger has struggled with younger luxury demographics. Their association with 90s fashion temporarily helped during the vintage revival, but Gen Z luxury consumers rank Tommy Hilfiger 23rd among luxury brands in desirability, compared to 7th with millennials. Their attempts to capitalize on nostalgia through collaborations with Zendaya and Lewis Hamilton provided temporary boosts, but failed to cement long-term luxury credibility. So what's driving this luxury brand decline? Overexposure on social media, expansion into mass markets, the rise of quiet luxury, direct-to-consumer disruptors like Loro Piana, and changing consumer values all play a role. Today's luxury consumers seek authenticity, sustainability, and uniqueness. qualities many heritage brands have sacrificed for growth. For these once mighty luxury houses, the path back to prestige is fraught with challenges. Some may reinvent themselves for a new era, while others will permanently lose their luxury status. But one thing is certain. In luxury fashion, exclusivity lost is nearly impossible to regain.